other one I got to see in the movie, race was centered around in 1936 of Jesse Owens, who makes it big in the Olympics of racing, and essentially like he makes it big, and his kind of like co-manager in a way, played by Jason Sudeikis. Basically like the Jesse Owens gets I don't think it was handpicked by anyone particular, but it was like he gets placed into the Olympics in the mid to late 30s during the beginning height of World War II. So it's a very like on the edge, like oh my god, why do they want this there for the Olympics? And there's a whole essence of that's why they're there, and that there's a lot of fighting for who he is and what he stands for and why he's in the Olympics, and there's something that really does drive him, or really that drives him forward for that thrust that he wants within the Olympics, and how Jesse Owens really made it big and made it a big landslide, and how it's very well known within the world of sports and Olympics. And I, as a whole, I gotta say, I liked this film fine. I thought it was okay. I thought it was good. Excuse me. But that's really just it. I thought it was good. I thought it was fine. The best thing about this movie is the performances. They're all very great. Stephen James as Jesse Owens is fantastic. You can see the real heart, the passion, the tenacity, and the real spirit of the performance within the movie, and you just feel for them the whole time. You really feel his rise, his journey, and what he's fighting for. Like I said before, he's saying that there's something that drives, that thrives, that pushes us forward. There's something that makes us thrive for the win that we want. We want to be recognized for what we do, and he really just put in his heart and his spirit and his real passion into the work of that does, and he works through it triumphantly, and I thought it was great. There's also Jeremy Irons in this movie, William Hurt, and Jason Sudeikis, and they were all really good, especially Jason Sudeikis. It's kind of like the same. I love how comedians these days go into more serious roles, like with Steve Carell when he did Foxcatcher. I thought that was great. That was a really impressive move, and it seems like many other comedians are trying to do that same thing as a whole, and I'm just like, yes, that's something you should try to do. I thought he was very great. He sold all, especially for Jason Sudeikis, because he's been in a lot of comedies. He knows how to sell that straightforward nature, very calm, very tenacious, and very, very patient and admirable, but there's something just still kind of disgusted about him, and that you still kind of fight against. You still go to like him, but also not like him in a weird way. And I thought it was very weird, but he was very good in this movie. William Hurt was great, of course. Jeremy Irons was great as well. All of that cast was just great, to be honest. And scenes within the Olympics, I thought those moments were great, and knew how to really make you feel for the journey and how it starts and how it kind of wraps up as a whole. You get to see that big one, the really one big triumphant moment within his career as an Olympian, and you get to really feel that. I love how it really shows that high. He says within the movie, for the next 10 seconds, for what you do in the Olympic field, you're free. You can do whatever you want. You can just push yourself to 100% max. You're absolutely free, and I love how they showed there's a real essence, there's a real, like I said, there's a real passion there for it. But aside from that, there's still a real sweat, and there's still a real heart and fire and brimstone that really keeps him pushing forward, and I thought it was so well done. It knows how to capture the spirit, the heart, and the passion of how essentially, of course, an Olympic film can really go for. And I thought it had a lot of spirits. You know, the classic tone, you got spirit, kid. It really had that feeling for it, and I think the filmmakers had it really good in the film. The training scenes and the Olympic scenes and the finale, I thought were awesome. I thought they were very, very great as a whole. But the film has a lot of shortcomings. Number one, it's very by the books. It's very redundant. It has a formula to every other sports movie. The uprising star who doesn't get enough credits, he does. There's montages. There's a moment when he gets proof. The one person who puts him down the most. So that moment, don't spoil anything, that he proves him wrong, and there's almost like a fake out moment where he does get gravely injured. You think he can't go forward, but he does with your heart and passion. Storytelling wise, it's rocky. It's fucking rocky. I'm sorry to shock you there, but it really is. The storytelling is redundant and it's, I want to say, it's unoriginal, to say the least, and it's uninspired, really. And I think that wasn't really the best thing, to be honest. And there's a lot of moments that felt like, I don't know how to say it, but it just felt kind of odd. There's some moments I just thought were that shining platform as a whole. At this point, I have no fucking clue what I'm talking about. I don't know. I really don't know. But as a whole, I still really, really enjoyed this film. And I gotta say, in my opinion, the good outweighs the bad. Even though they're very, like, clasping on each other right now. It's like the good does triumph, but in my mind, very slightly. I'm gonna give race, in my opinion, I'm gonna give it a 65%. It is, no, I'm gonna give it a thorough 60%. That's my rating for the movie, everyone. I really do hope you enjoy it, and stick around as always to see more movies to come, everyone. Until then, thank you for watching as always, and see you until then. Bye.